Dark Knight trilogy smashed all our expectations with its awesomeness, and the Avengers was the culmination of all of our secret desires to see heroes team up and punch robot dragons. And now, Marvel plans to bring Black Panther, Ant-Man and Doctor Strange to the big screen. Plus, Man of Steel and Days of Future Past are sure to bring the house down. But aren't we getting a little bit tired of clean-cut heroes running our summer? I'm Will, and this is my war to make your supervillain movies exist. I'm sick and tired of all the heroes getting the girl when poor Mr. Freeze can't even thaw his Nora out. Heroes that fly around the world backwards before the Joker can even get his makeup on.
Yeah.
Look, our heroes rock and we love them to death. But you want to know where the real money is? In villains.
I'm giving away free money.
And it's time they got their day in the sun. So I present to you 3 supervillains who deserve their own movie. Number 1, the Master of Metal, Magneto. This one almost freaking happened. Marvel had planned to release multiple X-Men Origin movies. And then this happened. Magneto wasn't much fun at first. His motives weren't really very clearly defined.
Let's find out.
And don't get me started on his costume design. Isn't he basically wearing a bucket on his head? But don't judge him too harshly. Before he became Magneto, he was poor young Max Eisenhardt, a German Jew trapped in Nazi Germany. But since his first appearance in X-Men #1 back in 1963, he's grown up a lot as a character. There's even a full book dedicated to his early years about how he was involved in operations in Auschwitz. So kids, get out there and get the book. You might actually learn something. Anyway, that movie done right could be Oscar gold. Number 2 is the Kingpin. Let's forget about the Daredevil version of the Kingpin for a minute. Rest in peace, Michael Clark Duncan, you legend. The Kingpin, or Wilson Fisk, has no powers and he's not even the most influential or rich rogue out there. But he's grounded. He's a hard-working villain who deserves the spot he has. Now, he's not normally finding the cream of the superhero crop, but he can give Spider-Man, Daredevil and Punisher a bit of a hard time. Imagine a Scarface-style story telling the rise of one of the most important and influential people in the NYC underworld. Over the years, Fisk has, all credit to him, tried to leave his dark past behind, but he keeps getting dragged back into the gutter. Now that is an epic movie. Throw in a Daredevil cameo and you're golden. And finally, my personal favourite underrated villain, Dr. Doom! Victor Von Doom is hands down the coolest supervillain. He owns the entire country of Latveria, is a genius inventor and a sorcerer. Or, as the Godfather himself, Stan Lee, once said, eloquent in its simplicity, magnificent in its implied menace. After fleeing from his gypsy roots, he went to the USA and to the Empire State University, where he met one Reed Richards. Add to those two one grumpy Ben Grimm, jealous of Victor's superiority, and a mild bit of tampering with the tech, and you end up with one pissed off, mutilated anti-hero who's forced to wear a badass metal mask. Doom, understandably, returns home to Latveria, takes over the country, as you do, and starts planning his evil schemes. Awesome origin stories aside, the real reason I love the character is his crisp, clean, well-defined, and the villain version of Tony Stark. And, dear Marvel, could be the perfect intro into a new Daredevil movie or Fantastic Four movie. So why wait? You may have noticed that there's a distinct lack of Joker on the list. Let us just remember the legacy of Heath Ledger's awesome Joker for a few more years before we plan the next version. Hey guys?
Here's my card.
I'm Will, and this was my war to make your supervillain movies exist. Actually, I would freaking love a Joker movie. If you missed my last war about Star Trek Into Darkness versus Iron Man, click here to check it out and find out who wins.